Ballet is a classical dance form characterized by grace and precision of movements and by elaborate formal gestures, steps, and poses. Pointe dancing is ballet, but with the use of pointe shoes, sometimes called toe shoes. Pointe shoes are ballet slippers with a hardened, reinforced toe that enables the dancer to perform or dance on her toes. Ballet students should not go onto pointe before the age of 11 or 12 because the bones are not properly developed, and these students usually do not have enough strength until this age. Pointe work usually should not begin until the student has at least 2 to 3 years of ballet training. Yet some students may not go on to pointe until 8 years of ballet training, while others go on pointe after 2 months of training. It is very important to follow the teacher's instruction and not go on pointe until he or she gets permission and guidance. When a dancer finally does begin pointe, it is necessary not to go on pointe outside of pointe class because it can very easily lead to injury and one can easily develop bad habits when first starting pointe. When a ballerina is allowed to start dancing on pointe, it is necessary to understand the anatomy of a pointe shoe before buying and wearing them. Pointe shoes are created with more care and detail and precision than flat shoes. Each shoe is unique and handmade, so no two will ever be exactly alike, but all the shoes will follow the same basic anatomy. At the front of the shoe is a platform or tip, and at the back of the shoe, directly behind the tip, is the edge of the pleats or feathers. Behind this is the other sole, often made of soft leather on which the dancer can easily dance on demi-pointe. In the middle of the shoe is the waist seam, and behind that, the quarter or heel section. The box is the bottom of the shoe that encloses and protects the dancer's toe, and it is made out of hardened glue and fabric. The top of the box, from the drawstring to the edge of the box, is the vamp, followed by the fold of satin, the pleats or feathers. The sides of the boxes are the wings or supports. The inside of the heart of the shoe is the shank. The shank can be made of wood, hardened cardboard, paper, or leather, or fiberglass. The shank is the main supporting part of the shoe and is attached to the back of the insole. The back seam divides the shoe into quarters, and the drawstring casing runs all along the top of the shoe and holds the drawstring, which is exposed and tied in one area, creating a drawstring knot. When buying pointe shoes, make sure to wear the padding and accessories that you would normally wear when dancing on pointe. Different paddings drastically change the fit of the shoe, so make sure you wear what works best for both your feet and your shoes. Have an experienced dance teacher help you buy your first several pairs of shoes to make sure that they fit perfectly for your feet. The other necessary pointe shoes accessories are ribbon and elastic. You often must buy them separately from the pointe shoes and sew them on the pointe shoes yourself. Several kinds of ribbons and elastic can be used, so use the most comfortable ones. It is very important to sew the ribbons and elastic on properly. To find the proper spot to sew the ribbons, push your foot on pointe and mark the highest point or arch on each side. Then fold the end of the ribbon so that it is thick and durable. Sew the ribbon below the drawstring casing and make sure that it is well attached. Make sure to burn the ends of the ribbons with a lighter to prevent the ribbons from fraying. There are several different methods of sewing the elastic, but most dancers sew up the back of the shoe on each side of the back seam. This keeps the shoe pulled up and it helps prevent it from slipping off. You can sew the ribbons and elastics on the inside or outside of the shoe, whichever is more comfortable. Once your shoes are sewn, do not wear them right away. It will take several days for them to break in, and then it will be much easier to dance. The best way to make you stronger on pointe is to do many eleves and releves at the bar. This will help strengthen your feet and legs and make dancing on pointe easier if done regularly and consistently. You'll probably find anything on pointe to be much more difficult than you anticipated. But do not be discouraged. It will take some time to become comfortable and strong on pointe, but the hard work and wait is worth it.